Today I'm going to start working on our next batch of custom Damascus knife orders. I have the list of the knives that we have ordered right here, along with some stainless steel blanks that I can use to trace off of, and 2 Damascus billets. Now I'm going to start laying them out to see how I can maximize the number of knives we can get out of each bar. One of the orders we have is an EDC Tanto, but with a 4.5 inch blade rather than our typical 3.5 inch. I'm going to start by just tracing out the handle since that part's going to stay the same, but then I'm going to lengthen the blade by the inch and also increase the other proportions so that everything looks good together. Sometimes I'll have to tweak a little bit after doing the initial drawing, but it's good for now. This design's looking pretty good right now. But if you ever screw up, there's always the magical eraser known as rubbing alcohol and paper towel. Now that I've got these all laid out, the next step will be to cut them out on the bandsaw and then profile them on the grinder before sending them off to hardening.
Besides those Damascus blanks, Benny's also been hard at work getting these 105 AEBL stainless steel knives ready for heat treating. There's a big mix from kitchen knives to everyday carry blades to micros. For heat treating our stainless steel blades, we usually use Peter's Heat Treating out in Pennsylvania, while for the Damascus ones we often use Paul Boss, which is in Idaho. When we pack up knives for heat treating, we always try to bundle a bunch of the same model together to make packaging more easy and also help protect it so that they don't rattle around in the box. Time for a quick drive to the UPS store to send these blades on their way. With the knives heading out to be heat treated, it's the perfect opportunity to get some cleanup done around the shop.
Ever wondered what 120 knives worth of steel dust looks like at the bottom of a bucket? You're about to find out.
Tasty.
Since I've been so busy getting knives ready for hardening, I haven't had that much time to finish some new knives, but today I'm working on finishing up this micro tanto with a cholla cactus and green resin handle. I already have it glued, so today I'm just going to shape and polish the handle and sharpen it, and also make the sheath for it.
poor young man spent his days exiled in the corner of his workshop, furiously polishing the handle of his tiny knife. Some say he is still hand sanding to this day.
Today we got a big shipment of about 60 or 70 belts in, and it's time to unbox them. I'm using my personal circa 2015 EDC Rhino that I made myself a long time ago.
Keep an eye out for this number on the runways of Paris next spring. Combined with the epoxy sweatpants, it's a stunning look. Here's a project we're really excited about, which is this collaboration with Half Face Blades. They're another custom knife maker out in California. They sent us a couple of their blades that have been heat treated, so we're going to finish them up, put our own little touches on them, put the handles on, get them all polished up. We're still working out the exact design details, but we're probably going to put this Blazing Knight resin handle on this chef's knife, and then maybe do a few minor modifications along the top edge, maybe give it a little bit of satin shine along the bevels, just to put our own spin on it. And then this more tactical outdoor blade is going to get this gold flake and burl handle. We'll probably acid wash this top section here, and then do a nice satin bevel along the cutting edge to provide some nice contrast. And then there'll be a black liner underneath this handle material so that the gold pops nicely. This is an old kitchen cleaver that someone sent us, and they wanted to get a new handle put on it. So we're right now looking through some handle ideas to send them and see which one they might want to go with. Once the handle's chosen, we can pretty much just refinish it a little bit, get the handle glued on, shape it, and it'll look like a really cool new knife rather than this older looking one here.
That's right, it's time again for Knives of the Week, where we look at some of the cool blades we finished up recently. First up is that micro Persian that Benny was working on earlier in the video. It's clear that all that time he spent hand sanding really paid off. This green resin and choya cactus handle turned out really cool and has some great polish to it. Here's an EDC Rhino with a crimson abyss resin handle. This material gets an incredible shine when you use plastic polish on it. I love the marbled red look, but you really can't appreciate it fully until you see it in person. And here's that gigantic kitchen cleaver we restored by putting a handle on, resharpening the blade, and shining it up. It's really fun to be able to give new life to old tools like this. And judging from this milk jug cut, this cleaver's new life is looking pretty good so far. The handle material we ended up going with is a blue and silver resin combined with buckeye burl. This is an 8-inch K-tip chef's knife that has one of the most vibrant handles we've done before. It's called a hummingbird resin, and it has about 10 or 12 different colors of resin all mixed together. This is a special project for us because the person buying it is actually giving it as a gift to a former winner of Hell's Kitchen. On this one, the customer requested a custom etch on the side of the blade opposite our logo, so we designed a custom stencil to use with our electrochemical etcher, and that's that wit that you see on the side of the blade. That does it for this week's shop update. Let us know in the comments below if you have any questions. Thanks a lot for watching, and make sure to subscribe if you want to keep up to date on what we have going on. Stay sharp, and we'll see you in the next one.